very much in favor of the counting of points.
Does it work for you? No.
Hello and welcome back to the Run Through, the figure skating podcast where we talk about all things that made us kiss and made us cry. I am one of your hosts, Ashley Wagner.
I'm one of your other hosts, Adam Rippon, and with us as always, welcome back, not Olympic champion Sarah Hughes, who I heard was famously called out in Allen, Texas.
Famously.
That's true. I want to thank everyone in Allen, Texas who came to talk to me. There were at least 2 sightings of me backstage where people were like, are you not Olympic champion? Are you not an Olympic champion? I told you guys this, but I was at the hotel bar on Friday or Saturday night, and I was sitting between Tara Lipinski and Terry Gannon at the bar, and someone came up from behind us and they say, and this happens sometimes with them, somebody came up and they're like, hey, we're so sorry to bug you. We just really wanted to say hi. We couldn't leave without saying hi, something like that. And I'm mostly ignoring this because this happens with, Tara or Terry or Andrea Joyce was there with us too.
Right.
Of course.
It happens. And I sort of just half glance behind me at the people who are looking squarely at me. And they're like, you're not Olympic champion Sarah Hughes, right?
Oh my God. That's so incredible. That's everything I've ever wanted.
They were so nice. I chatted with them for a while. They listened to the podcast on their way driving from Austin to Allen for the event. So they were like, we just finished your preview.
Content.
Yes.
Excellent way to drive to Allen.
Heidi and Sam from the hotel bar. I hope you're listening to this now. Or they've
as
quit
they drive to
after
Vancouver.
meeting me in person.
Yeah.
They've quit listening after meeting me in person. They're like, oh, we don't like that anymore.
Yeah, enough of that.
No, my favorite part of the entire event was that you could see Sarah in every single jump replay. Your face was up in the booth.
Every single cheated Lutz. There I was.
And they did that especially. If the Lutz was cheated, they went, get Sarah in the frame.
Zoom in on her face.
I was in the triple combination
Yeah, you were.
corner.
Mm-hmm.
I was in
The
the half loop
designated
triple
3-jump.
Salchow corner.
Yeah.
That's where
Yeah.
I was. So I saw a lot of those go down.
A lot did
Yeah.
go down. A lot went down in the fantasy league, which we are going to start with. We do
Yes.
have the results of our in-house fantasy league. And listener, if you are ready, these are the results of this week's skating draft. In review, Ashley's team was Luna,
Fell apart.
Luna Hendricks, Monica Wabe, Kevin Amos, Tashler and Tashlerova, Maxime Naumov, and Plazas and Fernandez. Ashley did come in 3rd place with a combined score of 41.
I mean,
not
what's
entirely
amazing is that
convinced-
you had some really standout moments from your skaters. I mean, Kevin's skate
know.
is one of the moments of the whole weekend to me.
Whole
Wait,
weekend.
but you want to know something
Yeah.
funny is that I thought that I had drafted Torgashev and
No.
not Kevin. So I thought I did even worse. I was sitting at home just being like, oh my God, I will not recover from this.
It was not Pizza King's best skates.
No,
No.
it wasn't. But Kevin and Luna did, we're in Texas, so I'll say it, God's work
Yeah,
in God's country.
you're
They
right.
did do God's work in God's country.
So thank you.
And I just want to say about
for
Luna that one, Mariah Bell and I
Mhm.
bonded over our mutual love of Luna's free skate. And so I now am no longer in a 2-against-1 situation because I'm taking Mariah onto my team.
Sarah,
to
we
defend.
could go talk to multiple people and also come in. If you want us to go recruit, you now have 2 people recruiting.
No,
And
I
those
don't want us to go
numbers-
recruit, but I think it's fair for me to recruit one person since I'm being singled out on this podcast.
No, and you know what, Ashley, I'm going to say it is fair because Mariah has been on the pod. So she
Okay,
is
fair,
affiliated to the run through. It is fair that now it is 2 against 2.
It's
Okay,
2 against
fine.
2 officially.
I do just want to point out that there are a lot of pointer fingers going up.
And I will say, wait, so we all have
A lot of finger wagging.
We all have like number ones with our index finger. I do want to point this out that I did want to bring it up here. There is a new pandemic, and the new pandemic is in ice dance. A lot of number ones, a lot of pointing.
Too much
I
pointing.
think way too much pointing.
So,
And
from one camp in particular.
The Montreal camp is running out of ideas, so they're pointing a
and
lot.
they're trying. There's an idea, and there's an idea.
They're pointing at ideas.
There's a lot
Adam,
of
is
pointing.
it a pandemic because this is a worldwide situation?
Well, arguably, the Montreal teams are
It's
worldwide.
as diverse of a,
Yes.
a camp as you're going to get.
And
so,
I see this happening in the same way that, okay, when I was junior, 2008, there was a different pandemic, and it was the pandemic of touching your face. And I think somebody counted in my junior free skate at Nationals, I touched my face, I'm not kidding, you can review the tapes, 23 times.
No.
oh my God. Yeah, I would believe it.
And-
he
No.
actually didn't take his hand off his face. He
I just did one of those
everything.
like that.
Yeah. He loved a face swoop.
And that was a really big thing in the
It was of the
early
time.
2000s, yes.
Uh-huh.
And so that's the new thing, point. I think we can use our full hands. We can use all 5 fingers. Is just kind of what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Like, let's expand our digits.
Let's expand our digits to our final
How many
2
digits
people in
did
the
I
fantasy.
get? Yes.
So now this is where it gets really interesting. So Ashley accumulated with her team's help. She needed their help, and she got
I
it.
did.
She got 41 collective points. And so, again, how we're doing it, we flip the results upside down. If there's 12 skaters and your skater gets first, you get 12 points. If there's 7 teams and your skater gets first, you get 7 points. So that's how you accumulate the points. Ashley accumulated 41. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Team Sarah
and by the way,
Team
this
Adam.
is all honor system because I haven't done this math. I am just assuming Ashley has not done this math, so it's all
You assume
Adam
correctly, Sarah.
honor system.
There
So-
is a Google Doc that we all have access to that is open for edit, and there's an open for criticism, even open for edit that you can go in and you can check your work. And
Adam has also, I do want to point out, figured out how to somehow code in a graph. I want to see if you coded it correctly, though, because we will
code in.
find
I
out.
said add graph. I
Code.
didn't.
He's
this
coding.
is a code red because
Adam,
I want
has
to see what
started
happens
coding.
after Skate Canada.
we're gonna have to. Oh, you'll see. I'm really excited because the graph is gonna start to.
It's a bar graph.
Yes, we have a bar graph, and it shows how many complete total points will accumulate throughout the Grand Prix and how we fare out in each Grand Prix. Back to the Fantasy League. Sarah, her team in review was Chalk and Bates, Shun Sato, Amber Glenn, Nika Agadze, the tidiest name in figure skating,
The
That's
tiniest.
right.
And
Anna
hardest to spell.
Kahake, and Kunkel Mone Chiba. With the help of her team, she gained 51 points. Congratulations. She also earned 2 gold medals and a bronze medal with her team. Ashley earned a gold and a silver, 2 medals.
I won 2 disciplines.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
For a very disciplined girl, you did it. Now, Team Adam was Ilya Malinin, Isabeau Levito, the Canadians. How do you say her last name?
What? LaJoie and Laga?
No, Perry?
Oh, Pereira.
Pereira. Okay, so Team Adam was Ilya Malinin, Isabeau, Levito,
Start from
Pereira, and Michaud.
Michaud.
Okay, great. I love them.
My
Huge
favorite
fans.
team. Yes. Okay.
Andrew Torgashev, Hana Yoshida, and Green and Parsons.
Oh, you had Andrew Torgashev. Okay.
I did, yes. And with the help of my team, I also earned 51 points. I got a gold medal and 2 silvers. And we've decided that to break the tie, I said, Sarah won 2 gold medals. Maybe that would break the tie. And we've decided Ashley is going to ask us a question, which I'm dying to know. And this would be the tiebreaker.
It feels unfair to me because if this is a figure skating trivia question, Adam is going to win.
Oh, no.
You both have a fair shot at this. I made sure it was
because it has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
Oh,
okay.
Well, okay. So first, my gut reaction was going to say whoever wins dance loses the tiebreaker because I think it's just the obvious. But then I was like, you know what?
But
Sarah
it's
deserves a shot.
strategy. It's strategy to pick the dance team.
Totally,
because it is the
totally.
easiest to
But
predict.
it's a tiebreaker, and so then I was like, you know what? We're gonna have fun with this because Sarah deserves a shot,
and
I
she
don't want
deserves
her
to have
feel.
fun.
I love that you're like, Sarah deserves a shot, and I was willing to just say Sarah should win because she had 2 gold medals. But
Yeah,
now we're back to...
Ashley's like, I guess I'll allow Sarah to have a shot at winning.
Yeah.
I'm going to need
What
a
did
shot
I ever do
after
to you?
this.
Here we go.
Should we start with what you
Yes. So the question is, how many costumes did I wear
Oh my god.
Of course,
for
the question's
Hip Hip
about you.
Chin Chin?
Okay. Hold on.
How do it's like whoever goes first get answers?
Yeah, is
do
this
we
a
buzz
team?
in? I'm ready to answer. I think I know the answer.
Okay, wait. Sarah,
If
do you
we
want to
get-
So
go
we
one more
don't just
time?
buzz in.
Okay,
I don't
so,
know, wait, we didn't think
so
this
should
through.
we? Are we both giving an answer, and then if we answer
Well,
the
I have
same,
a second.
there's a second
I have
one?
a second
Okay.
question.
All right.
Okay.
I think I'm ready to answer.
Me
as
too.
well.
Okay, so Adam, you buzzed in first.
Now we're buzzing. Okay, my answer is 3.
My
Okay,
answer
Sarah?
is 4.
Sarah's right.
Yes, because she
Can't-
had to wear Marissa Castelli's dress at World Championships that one time. Am I making that up? That was
No,
like
you're
a
not.
substitute dress, wasn't it? Or was it Skate
I think-
Canada? There was some
No,
event
so-
where you randomly had to wear a different dress.
So I think that you might have gotten a little bit lucky with 4 because it was kind of a trick question. And
She doesn't even know the answer to her own question.
here we go. So Hip Hip Chin Chin
Yes.
originally started off as a show program for me at the Ice. And I wore a 2-piece bedazzled sports
Right?
bra.
Yes.
As one would
So
do.
that's one, as one would do. And then I got smart. I got wise. I got a real costume because I was going to get a deduction for that because that was before women were wearing 2 pieces. And
Which I think they
went,
still probably don't need to be.
That's very true. All right. So then Japan Open, there was a terrible iteration of Hip Hip Chin Chin there that just fell apart. And then I got a cursed Hip Hip Chin Chin dress that had fringe, and that part of my season went terribly. And then finally I said, enough is enough, Marissa Castelli. Let me borrow your Olympic.
Wait,
what is it?
Then
Free
you wore
skate dress.
5. Then you wore 5. And neither of us are right because you got the peasant dress for your last season, remember? And by peasant dress, everyone, don't freak out. The last dress that she wore in the
She was
2017
dressed as a peasant.
No, she made everyone else look like peasants in the warm-up because it was so good.
Yeah.
Question I don't
That
even
was like
have right.
your best. That was like one of my favorite costumes you ever wore.
Yes, that your Olympic
Your last,
season.
yes, Olympic season
Hip Hip Chin Chin dress was gorgeous.
So good. Yes. So
Also,
it's 5.
Ashley, you had a blue one that you never wore.
6. Okay.
Sarah
doesn't
wins
know.
the tiebreaker.
Sarah wins. Sarah wins.
'Cause
To anyone
she gets the answer
listening-
Sarah or Ashley wanted.
Yeah, that was the one I had in my mind. To anyone who listens to this podcast regularly and thinks that I am an idiot, I am.
That's not true. Don't
No,
listen
you're just
to
you're
Ash-
not an
Don't
idiot
listen to
at all.
anything
Right.
that Ashley says about herself because she has a really skewed view of herself. This weekend during Skate America, I don't remember who you were talking about, but Ashley texted us and was like, she has a little bit of me in her in that she's like giving like try hard energy in her choreography. And Adam and I were like, what are you
Yeah, what are you
about?
talking about?
You never had try hard energy in your
No.
choreography.
I
No.
tried hard.
Well, that's not true either.
Sarah, you wretched girl. You wretched girl.
Again, feeding into the skewed worldview narrative.
And that answer is correct, and you win this week.
Thank you. Thank you very much, everyone.
And I had 6 costumes for Hip Hip Chin Chin.
Oh,
That's
my
even
God.
funnier. I forgot about that blue.
Yeah,
blue.
you
I
had a
can't
blue
believe you
number.
forgot about the Olympic season one was so good.
Yeah, that's one of your
No,
best
it's-
dresses.
She blacked out the
just-
whole season.
Right.
Yeah, I really
Yeah.
did.
Yeah, that's
I
a
did.
trauma blackout. Okay, well, thank you
Congratulations.
Thank you for my win.
Congratulations, Sarah. Congratulations.
Thank you. Okay, so let's talk about Skate America.
Yeah,
Let's talk about it.
What do we feel like the highlight, like the ultimate
Well,
story was?
You know, okay, there was something that Ashley and I talked about, and this was, it's at the top of my head, so I'm just pointing it out.
Mhm.
Yeah, Andrew Torgashev didn't skate the way that I wanted him to, because that kind of I wouldn't have to do a tiebreaker question for my fantasy league.
Right.
But when we were talking, I pointed out to Ashley, and she was like, oh, I never even thought of this, that when Andrew did that triple toe, when he did that quad toe and he popped it into a triple, I knew right then and there that he was like gonna be in trouble. And I pointed this out to Ashley because at that point, he can't do a triple toe at the end of a combination. So when he kind of stepped out of that next flip, I was like, maybe he was trying to do a flip loop, or maybe because
Yeah.
at that point he can only do a double toe or he loses the combination completely.
Yeah.
So, and you know, the whole competition wasn't what he wanted, but again, like I just think that there were some positives where the triple axel in the short program was one of the nicest ones he's
Oh my
done
God,
in competition.
It was so good.
Yeah, he's still gaining experience. I think the thing that's tough is that when he really looks like he needs to focus and dial in to like skate a good program, and when he does that and he does skate a great program, it just looks like calm, in control, focused.
Yep.
And when he doesn't, it looks a little like he's disassociating. And I
Absolutely.
think that is something that, like, as you mature, that you can kind of disguise a program that you feel isn't going well and still make it come off like, hey, no, that wasn't that bad. But when you have that focused look, it's hard to buy into a performance after that.
Yeah, I also think it's just really important to note with him that he has lost so many opportunities to compete simply because of injury. And so we hype him up, and he comes into these events, and he really is a very promising figure in these events. But at the end of the day, his senior international experience is not
Minimal.
really,
Yeah.
it's minimal at best. And so then when you watch him go out onto ice and kind of fall apart, you have to watch that and kind of take it with a grain of salt, because he is still really green as far as Grand Prix senior level experience goes. So, you know, I think every single bad skate is an amazing opportunity to learn exactly how you don't want to feel under pressure, and hopefully he can take that, go home, go back to the drawing board. He doesn't need to like reset everything.
No.
He just needs to learn how to make a mistake and keep himself going through a program.
Right.
And speaking of learning how to make a mistake, that brings me to the next person that I don't want to be saying this about. Amber Glenn
I know.
needs to learn how to make a mistake, because she threw away 17 points in the second half of that free skate that did not have to be left on the table. And I know what it feels like to be in that position. It sucks. It's not fun, especially when you start off the event with so much momentum, and then you get into this free skate and you just that triple axel.
So
mean,
good.
Oh my God.
that opening
good.
two
Incredible.
jumps, those first two
Triple,
elements,
triple. Oh my God.
I felt it, that I was like,
Yeah.
I could be watching this career changing moment.
Oh, I mean, the building was like vibrating.
Yeah.
I'm
in
sure.
the first
I'm
half
sure.
of her program.
It
Yeah.
makes me excited though, because you watch that and you're like, oh, it's not just Isabeau this season. Like, it's nationals will not just be about Isabeau. No, and I love that. I love when the women's event has a little bit of that drama, because that's what I feel like we've kind of been missing.
Mm-hmm.
She's pulling herself up to a new caliber, and she just needs to work on the mental, because it's not training. She's prepared. She looks fit. She looks good to go. She just doesn't know how to make a mistake, and we watch her do this season after season.
Yeah, I think too, I mean, and she said this afterward, she was like, my adrenaline ran out early because I was so excited at the beginning. Like, I used it all up, and she was like, it's one thing to visualize it happening, and it's another thing for it to happen. And it was just, I had so much energy from doing that at the beginning that I just was dead in the second half.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
I remember when I would have like big elements that I'd land for the first time in competition. And I remember having to tell myself, like, landing it, knowing I'm excited, and saying as soon as I land it, it doesn't matter. So what? Doesn't matter. And just like keep going.
You have to compartmentalize.
And you can celebrate after. It's incredibly hard. Way easier said than done.
And this being kind of the perfect storm of her being where she's from, there were so many people there cheering for her.
Right.
Who she knows. I mean, like, it just
NBC kept on showing the shot of her entire family in the audience.
They were all there. Yeah.
So
it was
high stakes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And, you know, a positive is that...
And also, by the way, because of her orbital bone fracture, she hasn't competed at all this year. This is her first competition of
as
the
Ashley
season.
noted in the last podcast.
As Ashley found in her research prep.
Listen, I have nothing to say for myself, but I do just want to say, while this did not go the way that any of us wanted, because this is a podcast of Glen heads.
That's true. That's the name of my fantasy team.
The Glen heads.
I am really, really excited about Amber. I'm really excited about where she could go in the next couple of seasons. I'm excited about where this season can go. And I think that it's going to just be about, like you pointed out, Adam, compartmentalizing.
Mm-hmm.
Because that triple axel, I mean, and the ones that I saw her do in practice, like, they look better than I've ever seen her do them.
Well, she looks better than ever. She looks like more polished than ever. She looks in control, even though she lost control a bit in that free skate. And I think one of the positives from this is, one, that great short program, and two, now that triple axel monkey is off the back. We're not waiting for when she's going to do a triple axel.
Right. There's
she's
no
done
longer
it.
that pressure.
Yes.
Totally.
Yeah.
And so that's a huge amount of pressure to be taken off, especially if you've been landing something for a few years now. Now you've done it in competition. That, like, I'll never land it, or when am I going to do it? That's done. Now there's no more, like, smoke and mirrors around you of, like, what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, but that was hard to watch.
It was very frustrating.
It was frustrating, but I was sad because I felt like she couldn't enjoy the moment that she'd been waiting for so long. Like, when she was clearly upset at the end of the program at Center Ice, that just, like, broke my heart.
Yeah, because she still accomplished something huge. She's one of, 6 U.S. women to ever land a triple axel. That's, you're going down in history, and you can't soak in that moment entirely. So
I know. Yeah. Yeah,
but
so
you got to pack it up and move on to the next event.
It's a long season.
It's a long season.
It makes me really hopeful for the kind of performances she can do later on.
Somebody who's in it for the long season is Ilya Malinin, who just looked phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
So good.
Solid. Superstar. Looked so good.
Yep. As calm as I've ever seen someone skate.
Yes.
I felt like.
Yeah.
That's the bone chilling part of it, where it's like there's some obvious strategy of, I saw some clips, Sarah, you can confirm or deny, a few really beautiful quadruple axels in the practice.
And loops. He
And
was practicing
loops.
quad loops too. Yeah, but we asked him if he was going to do the axel. He kept saying, probably not. I want to go to the Grand Prix final. I mean, I have my own opinion about that, just in the sense of like there was no risk of him not going to the Grand Prix final if he did a quad axel. But
Totally.
I think but if that's what he has to do mentally, it obviously was the right approach. I couldn't believe
Yeah.
how
He's skating
relaxed
like a
he was to the
professional.
whole.
He's skating
Though.
like a
Program.
professional.
He's skating like a professional, which I am so impressed by because he's really young to be taking on that like business kind of mentality. And he's not skating like it's business. Like sometimes, like my problem with Isabeau is I watch her skate and I'm like, this is business. You're going out and it's check, 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 check. And there's nothing wrong with that. But he checked his boxes, but then also created a moment. I thought I'm really hard to charm. His short program was so endearing to me. I loved it.
Yeah.
And you started to see his like goofy personality come out a little bit, and playful. Maybe not goofy, but it was definitely playful.
It was like boyish charm.
And Adam and I were on the phone after this, and we were saying, well, Adam referenced when Patrick Chan skated to take 4 after years.
Take 5.
Take 5. My math.
Take 4.
This is
My math.
This isn't math.
My math.
It's the name of the song.
We're
my math.
adding the amount of takes it took
Hi,
to create
my
the
name
song.
is
Take
Ashley Elizabeth Wagner. I was born in the year of our Lord 1991.
My math
And
is
I
just...
do not know what I'm talking about and should not
But
be on a
please
podcast.
continue
Take
your
4.
thought. This is take 2 of your...
Take 2 of take 4 or 5.
He famously skated to take 5, but I took in all 4. Left the last one on the table. No, but you made a great point that we got to see him in a new light. And I would be really curious down the road if he gets a program that really can highlight this like cheeky side to him that I see lurking underneath the surface, because I think it would be really, really fun to see him skate to that.
Yeah, I would too. Also, I just want to point out, Ilya has maybe one of the most beautiful outside camel spins in the business. And it comes and goes in the program, but I notice it. And he really can hit these gorgeous positions. I just needed to shout that out.
I thought you were going to talk about his highlights. Honestly.
I did like that the hair was a bit blonder. It looked really great. It looked really nice. I love highlights.
There were a lot of good hair color jobs at Skate America, I felt like.
Yeah, people came to the event prepared.
Yes, they came straight from the salon, smelling like shampoo and fear.
As we all do. Who else? Okay, well, smell and fear. Speaking of fear, I always watch Kevin Amos with a little bit of the like holding of my breath because I don't always know what's going to happen. Can we just talk about his free skate?
We should.
I mean, we can
think
talk
if
about his whole
actually,
event.
Maybe you could do a rendition of the music. Thank you. Yeah, I felt like on the first day of practice when he ran through this free skate, I felt like it felt long. And then
Bolero usually feels long to me.
And then in the moment in the real competition, it was excellent. But I do fear for people who do Bolero that like if you don't skate perfectly, it gets long fast.
It gets long. Yes.
Well, I literally have in my notes, Mana also skated to Bolero, and just the contrast was so stark, and it's music that gets really long, and the only way only way that you can skate to Bolero and have it be effective, in my opinion, is skating it like Kevin did.
Perfectly.
Yes. Yes, you have to
Perfectly.
do
That's
it
why it
perfectly.
worked for Camilla. She never made a mistake.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, the only mistake she
Well,
made
other
was
than
drinking
doping.
her godfather's pills. That was a mistake. But it wasn't to
Yes.
Bolero. It wasn't to Bolero.
Wait, speaking of, you guys heard the crowd booing a Terry?
Yeah. Oh my God. Yes. It was
And
shocking.
in case you were wondering, a demon did just come out of Adam's mouth when he
did.
made that sound.
It was like Casper the Ghost, just like smoke cloud coming out of my mouth.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that was a actually shocking moment. So obviously Sarah is in the event. She's in the booth with Tara and Johnny, and we are, you know, talking while it's happening, and I'm getting it on a delay. And Sarah's like, they just booed a Terry. And I was like, kind of listening, trying to see it, and it was
Yeah.
very obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well-
And she sort of laughed.
Laughed.
She like looked up and laughed. It was the whole thing was really unnerving. And
It
then,
was
of course,
unnerving.
by the way,
I
then
wouldn't
she
know what
walked
to
away.
do either,
Then
though.
she left the kiss and cry, and two little sweeper girls went and asked for a picture with her. And I was like,
No!
what are we teaching our youth?
Oh my god.
The universe is back in sync.
And she was very
Oh.
kind to them. And,
Yeah.
you know, took a picture and everything. So, you know.
Well, yeah, she was kind to them because she wasn't coaching them and, you know,
Right.
That's
insisting that
important.
they
That's an important.
medicate themselves. Well, deserved boos for sure. A huge boo that she was present at that event, period. But
Yeah.
here we
It
are.
was interesting.
Yeah, it's interesting. But you
Wait,
know, on the top.
speaking
wait,
of interesting, hold
Yeah.
on.
Oh,
I'm
We can't
holding.
move on from the men until we talk about Vladimir Litvintsev skating to the most chaotic two programs I have ever seen put together in my life. An ode to Max Aaron in the techno remix Lion
Yes.
King, where he was wearing
Yeah.
a tiger shirt. And
choices
then-
were made.
Not just tiger shirt. There were tiger teeth
Yeah.
around the neck.
It was giving Pebbles and Bam Bam.
Yes, wait. Michelle, who works with me, everyone. Michelle texted me during his first practice, and she goes, Vlad is dressed like Fred Flintstone.
Yes. No, both programs.
And I was like, I love it here.
Yeah, the music sounded like the most insane person's Spotify Wrapped
Max
in
Aaron's.
succession. It was Max Aaron's Spotify Wrapped.
That was SoundCloud. Are you kidding me? Don't bring Spotify into this.
The short program at
That
least
was LimeWire.
No, the free skate music was so insane. He does
love
the Nutcracker,
Mm-hmm.
right? So it's like Sugar Plum Fairy.
Right.
And that's, by the way, the only music that he lists on his ICU bio. And he's dressed in this, like, kind
He
of...
looks like he's dressed
very-
like he's the portrait of George Washington.
It's very Mikhail Kolyada reminiscent, the way he's dressed.
This made
And-
me cry laugh in the text chain because I left and did not watch this part of the event. And I come back and I see George Washington's name typed out no more or no less than like 10 times. And I'm like, what is going
Why
on?
is
Why are we
George
dragging
getting this much
in
play?
U.S. presidents to this event?
But so, okay, I know that... So it's the Nutcracker, and then it's the da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, the Merry Christmas song. That... What is that called? Carol of the Bells?
You're going to give me shit
Carol of the
about
Bells?
Bolero when I gave you a melody and you just went da na 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 da.
Yeah, which is the exact melody. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, the Merry Christmas song.
Ashley, you started with drums. You started
Yeah,
with
you were like,
drums.
I started at 0.00 in the song.
You were singing a cut of music.
Dun, 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 not Tosca. Dun, 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 dun. Da-da-da-da-da-da. You know what? You both should take 4.
I feel like this whole podcast is me taking 4.
For the team.
So he does. It's the Merry Christmas song. I think it's called "Carol of the Bells," maybe.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
then it goes into "Fall on Me"
Yeah.
by
It's the
Josh
the fall on me.
Groban.
My eyeballs were the size of dinner plates when this
it
music
was-
started playing.
Shocking.
It was shocking. And you know what I'm going to say? The best part about all of it was that he was awesome. He was
so good.
He
I
was
like his
so
energy
good.
on the
He was
ice because you know
so
what? He's
good.
a unapologetic mess. He's like would not ever consider the fact that any bit of this packaging is a
He should have gotten 4th. He lost to Nikkei Gadze by 1/100th of a point. He should have been
name's
4th.
not so tidy.
That's
It's
right.
that last name.
And
so
that
tidy.
music cut is not very tidy
Yeah,
either.
he should have been 4th
He should
because
have been
you know what? Regardless of if we think it's chaotic and a mess, he loved it.
No, I mean
And that made
I
me
do
love it.
I'm saying the 2 chaotic programs not in a bad way. I felt so charmed by him.
Chaotic
Oh, yeah.
to us is high praise.
Yes, right. Well, I'm pro chaos if you're committed to your chaos,
And he
Commit to the
was.
chaos. Burn the
Yes.
house down.
Yeah.
100%.
I think
Yeah.
if you're bought into your own idea, you have me
Yes.
sold.
Yep.
And I
Right.
was sold. I bought in. I bought stock.
Right. He was like, this is lion print. And you're like, no, that's tiger print. He's like, no.
This is
no,
the Lion
and
King.
and
This
this
is
is a
lion.
shark's tooth.
Yeah. And it's
And
from
guess
the Lion
what?
King.
Sharks were also in the Lion King.
And you're just like, yeah, you're right.
You're right. I
Oh
forgot
my
about
God.
that
Yeah.
famous
I forgot about my
shark
favorite
scene.
part of the movie.
The
the shark
teeth.
scene.
I really won't ever forget the teeth that looked like little press-on nails.
So cute.
It was incredible. Okay, also I want to go back. Sarah, you said sometimes Bolero can feel like it goes on forever. A program that I felt that was way too short was Maddie and Evan's free dance.
Oh,
Yes. Okay,
I
we talked about this a little
agree.
yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think so. The Pink Floyd, first of all, Maddie and Evan have really good material in both
Very
programs.
Yes.
Both programs. And like they told me like they were like, yeah, we feel like this is like some of our best material
Yep.
we've ever had.
Yeah, and I agree.
Hard to disagree with that.
Hard to disagree with Maddie, period. But
Period.
particularly when she's this right.
Yeah. But I think the free dance with the Pink Floyd, when I first heard it, I thought throughout the program, at some point we're gonna hear some big music to end it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, remember when, Tessa and Scott did like Money and
Mhm.
Great Gig in the Sky? Like, I was thinking like maybe one of those comes in or something to that
Right.
effect. Like, I knew they didn't have that cut in their music, but, I'm thinking
Something.
something big is coming. And it never does. And at first I was like, that's weird. And I was like, am I bothered by this? And then I realized, and Adam and I were talking about it yesterday, like, it leaves you wanting it to keep going.
When they finished, so I watched
Which
it
is genius.
today.
It's genius because the climax of the program is now the standing ovation,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
genius. That's
It's
the
choreography.
ending of the program.
They have
it's
choreographed work for the audience. and
Yes.
it's them getting onto their feet. No, I didn't. It was one of those when it finished because it went by so fast, and they stopped. I had a moment of like,
yeah.
oh, it's over. Like it's already over.
Yeah. Yeah.
By the time,
I
yeah.
love.
By the
it.
time they
Every
got to
moment.
the end, yeah, when they got to the end, I had this pit in my stomach of like, "Oh, wait, and I started to like look to see how many elements were left, and I was like, oh no,
Wait, it's done.
they're done, and I got sad
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I was
It's-
excited to see more. It's a really artful piece. It's-
Artful. The way that they like intricately weave together just movements throughout that program and then bring in like this clock theme and beyond. It's just the lift that he does she's doing it too. She's there, but like he's lifting her. Where like it's just him holding her calf,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and
It's
she's
wild.
just like a statue.
It's wild.
Are you
Yeah,
kidding me?
I know.
It's so understated. The whole thing is so understated that they just
ugh.
shine.
That might be one of my favorite dance programs of all time, and like I can see where it's going.
Yeah,
And this is
it's
early
really
in the
good.
season. I think it's so creative, and I feel that dance can really quickly become a sea of like very pretty, moody free dances, kind of like the French team, which there's nothing wrong with it. They're all beautiful, but at the end of the day, to do something like that, that's just so thoughtful. Like it's every millisecond
Yeah.
is choreographed. So good.
Let's take a moment for my kids in the dance event, Marjorie and Zach, who did adjust the second half of their music cut in the rhythm dance, and I think that was smart.
Mm-hmm.
They listen to you.
I
Yeah, they
still
listen to the
don't
podcast.
know how
Yeah.
much I love the rhythm dance.
Mhm.
Like,
Oh, I like it.
go on.
I see the point. Oh, I know. I see the point. No, I cut you off. So
It's okay.
I'm the problem. It's me. No, the point that you make, where it's very calm, steady music, and then all of a sudden it like gets.
Oh, you're
very
talking about the free
instrumental.
dance.
Yeah.
Oh, I was talking about the rhythm dance.
Rhythm dance. Thriller.
Oh well. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think it was much better.
It's
this
it's better
version
this
of
way.
music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The weird animal sounds were just so distracting.
Well, the animal sounds without a lot of music. Like it was a lot of like just beats and then sounds, and it
Yeah.
was not, and there was not enough music in it. So
didn't feel
I'm
very
glad they made that
skatable.
adjustment. I will say, despite my nitpicking about the free dance that you were talking about with the orchestration coming in at
Yeah.
the end, in person, I loved this program. I
Yeah,
loved
I
it.
like it a lot.
And I'm just one moment, I like teared up a little bit during their free dance because I was just like, God, this is such a good sport. It brings me so much joy when it's done well. It brings me a lot of joy when it's done poorly, in fact. But it brings me so much joy. Like, I was like,
Yeah.
this is great. This is the best.
Yeah, there
and
was
like,
some really good
they had,
skating too.
yeah. But I'm really happy for them that they seem to be heading in the right direction. They still don't seem like they're fully in shape, and he was saying that they've had some injuries and stuff. So,
Yeah.
but I feel like they're going in the right direction.
Oh, absolutely. I really, really like their free dance. Their rhythm dance, I agree with you, where it's like, it's definitely a better change. I think it's just like, it's a fine rhythm dance, but
Yeah, I think with the rhythm dance every year, because it's a theme every year, there's always going to be ones that fall flat, even if they're not bad, because there's so much direct comparison you can make within the
Totally.
same theme.
Yes.
that's a good point.
So it's just not everyone can have the best rhythm dance in the same theme. Like they can't. So
Right.
Yeah.
Someone who's not falling flat. We didn't even touch, and we just need to say, I mean, Luna Hendricks,
Luna,
the Belgian wonder.
Hendricks.
She's in the best shape. This is their
Yes.
second clean long program of the season, if we're including the Japan Open.
yeah,
This is
We are.
phenomenal shape.
she
She
yes.
is conditioned. She spends a lot of time at the boards.
What do you mean?
Her programs, both programs, have hands or body parts on the boards at some point, which is such a committed choreography move.
Okay, can I say something? This is not directed at Luna. It's
You
directed
can't
at the.
say anything.
Okay. Oh, but I'm gonna. I'm gonna take 4. I'm gonna take 4. A lot of touching the wall. A lot of people are touching the wall. I don't stop touching the wall. I don't want to touch the wall. Don't touch the wall.
It's like breaking, what is it, the
Yeah,
fourth
breaking
wall?
the fourth wall. Yeah, you're
All
like
right, not the
looking
fifth wall?
direct to camera. No, it's fourth wall.
It's take 5, fourth wall.
I got jokes for days, ladies and gents.
And then I had one more thing. We're going to move on to Skate Canada. My last thing is, okay, if we're allowing cartwheels, I think as non-skating element moves, we should just start allowing backflips.
I don't
No.
agree with you.
All right, good night.
No.
It's a safety issue. No.
Have you seen some of these cartwheels?
Yeah, but
Right.
putting
They
your
should
hands
also
down,
be
exactly.
banned.
But exactly, like I don't even trust them to do cartwheels safely.
Okay,
Like,
then we got to get rid of the cartwheels.
fine.
don't
I'm
like
fine
the
with that.
cartwheels.
I don't like the cartwheels.
The cartwheels are awful.
I don't like the cartwheels. I don't even
It
really
just makes
care for all these like
anything you're doing-
hydroblading movement, like the slide movements, and I don't care for those either. The sliding.
No, and a lot of people spinning on two knees.
Yeah,
I did that
I
when
don't
I
care
first
about that
started
either.
skating.
Yeah,
A lot of bloody knees this season.
I'm just thinking of the blood.
yeah. And just so everyone doesn't come for us in the comments, the pairs event happened.
It did happen.
It did, and there was a gold medalist, a silver, and a bronze who I worked with. So I also just want to say, Chelsea and Balaj, congrats on your first
Yeah.
Grand Prix
We
medal.
did have a Team
Chelsea
USA
and Balaj
bronze,
could
so
be U.S. champions this year.
They really could.
They really could be.
They're good.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
mean, they're so new together, and I was
Yep.
really impressed with them. I am really happy for Annika and Robert. But I don't know, like no huge standout moments to me in the pairs event this
No.
weekend, I would
No.
say.
No.
A lot of people struggled on their levels, and on their
It's early season
Yeah.
pairs. It just looked like early season pairs.
yeah.
But now to go into Skate Canada, I think I'm excited for the pairs. Actually,
let's
not,
talk
I
about
think.
the pairs at Skate Canada. Let's talk about one particular woman in the pairs event at Skate Canada.
Would her name possibly be Deanna Stellato Dudek?
It would.
Yeah, I would.
The single skater in the pairs event.
The only skater in the pairs
The
event.
only skater in the pairs event. Yeah, I mean, for me in this pairs event, my eyes are on Deanna and Max. I
Yeah.
want to see the doors open for them to not only go to the Grand Prix final, but to win it and to make a real claim at a world title.
Yeah.
this
I mean,
point.
and they really
Completely
could go
within
in
the
to win it
realm
because
of possibility. The
the
Japanese
Japanese
team
team
can't
is
go to the
out.
final.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
yeah, I think they're set up really nicely right now. And we're going to
Yeah.
see
Kitty
Mateo's
paws.
Cats
Kitty Paws
program.
Yes,
I
which
can't
will be
wait.
that will be very exciting.
Yeah.
So now we'll move to the men. Our Skate Canada preview. Our Skate Canada preview is going to be a bit shorter because we really like to do the review, right?
Right.
Grand Prix started. So here at Skate Canada, I'm excited for the men. For me, I feel like our upper echelon skaters, our skaters competing for the medals. I think Matteo Rizzo's in that mix. Cal Mora, I feel Cal can really come away with a victory. In my mind, it's tattooed into my brain that Four Continents free skate. I
Yeah.
cannot stop thinking about it. Still to this day, to this minute, it's still one of my
Adam's
favorite men's
Roman
programs.
Empire.
It's my Roman. It's what? How often do you think of the Roman Empire? And I go, by that, do you mean the Japanese men's skater Kawamura? Every day. I think this could be a really big breakthrough moment for Kazuki Tomono. I'm excited to see how that's going to go. And also, we're going to see Junhwa Cha here. And this is his first season not skating with Brian. We saw him at the Shanghai Trophy, which Sarah, Ashley, and myself, we all won the Shanghai Trophy.
Yep.
We're getting that in the mail.
Famously.
And at that competition, June's quads look good. He had some issues with like axles, but I think it's just
Yeah.
going to be really interesting to see how they all fare out. So I think this is an exciting event. I'm excited to watch it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, look, if you look at this men's field and you imagine that everybody is at their full potential and skates cleanly, June should win
Yes.
in
June
a
should
landslide.
win, but-
in a landslide. But I
based
don't
on
know.
how he's
I think
been
those are
skating.
big ifs.
Yeah.
If I had
He's
to put
the best skater in this field.
Yes.
Yes.
If I'm putting a prediction together, I think we're looking at Kao Mora.
Mm-hmm.
Then I think we see Kazuki Tomono and then June. That's
Ahead
what
of
I'm
Matteo
thinking.
Rizzo.
And Matteo Rizzo fourth.
Okay. All right. Well,
All
we'll
right.
see. We'll see. Ashley, what should we know about the women's event?
Oh my God. This women's event. I'm excited about this event. The thing that I'm excited about is there's a little bit of something for everyone. We have, I'm going to say this before I even say the people that are competitive. We have the return of Laura Naki-Gutman,
Hell yes.
Incredible.
who will be repeating her free skate in which she ends
Really?
belly on the ice,
Oh,
legs
yes.
overhead.
What's the?
Hell
Isn't she? Is
yes.
the music like Crows, like from the movie?
It's Hitchcock movies. So yes, Crows I think is in it, and Psycho is in it.
Oh, I'm psycho for this program.
Oh,
For the ending
Make
pose
that a t-shirt.
specifically.
Yeah.
I will watch the entire program just to watch her get down on her belly.
I love Ashley being
Scorpion.
like that's a special circumstance. I will watch the entire program.
For a change.
I will watch this entire program.
Yeah.
Y'all are reading me for filth this episode.
When
I
Laura
love
Naki
it.
Gutman gets on the ice, I Laura Naki Goot out of my mind. Good.
He's gonna
Bad.
keep them coming
Bad.
but good bad.
Goot.
I'm gonna goot out of my
Sehr
mind.
gut. So, sehr gut.
Is Goot like yeet?
Yes. Is
Yes,
it?
and no,
I don't know.
it means
I'm asking
good
you.
in
You're
German.
making it up.
Okay, let me get back into this preview.
Okay. Bring us back.
Another notable. This pod is a longtime fan of hers, Sarah Matepois.
This is the tidiest and best name.
The
This
best
should
name
be
in
the
figure
name.
skating.
This should be the name of Ashley's fantasy team, the Maud Dupois Heads. Mine's the Glen Heads. Ashley, Maud Dupois Heads.
Yeah, I'm sure there's
Heads.
a nicer way to French, English.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's an incredible name. And she's good. I'm excited to see her.
I am excited to see her. This is going to be an interesting event because it's going to be a little bit about like the competition within the competition. We have Team USA. We've got Lindsay Thorngren, Star Andrews, Audrey Shin, and these are three women that are not necessarily like top US women, but they have potential. Every single one of these women has potential to be on the podium this year at Nationals. Like absolutely has potential, depending on what goes on. That being said, they will be going head to head. Lindsay went and got herself some big girl programs. She has a Sandra Bezic short program this year and a Shay Lynn free skate this year. So I'm excited just to see her get a little bit of an upgrade as far as her programs and packaging goes. Because I like Lindsay. My problem with Lindsay has always been she just looks young. So I know that she's had Benoit programs before, but I just don't think that Benoit is for everybody. I think she's working with choreographers.
Not for me.
Not for me either. That being said, I think she has two choreographers this year who really work with the skaters to give them movement that looks good on their bodies instead of just being like, do these weird staccato arms. People are going to love it. So looking forward to seeing her. As far as the competitive skaters that we just have to mention, Kaori Sakamoto, this is her event. Like, hard stop. This
For
is
sure.
all about Kaori. This is the first step for her on her road to the Grand Prix final. We have already seen her compete. She looks just like she just stepped off of world ice. She's in such good shape. We saw her compete at Japan Open. She was flawless. Really just excited to see her kind of continue that momentum this season. Then we have Rinka Watanabe. She won this event last year and actually beat out Kaori. Granted, I think Rinka's really the kind of skater who takes advantage when mistakes are made. And so for her, she can be a little bit chaotic under pressure. Like when she really has to show up, it can be a little like high and low. You don't really know what you're going to get, but she has a lot of promise as far as her technical talent goes. I'm not entirely sure if she's going after the triple axel this season, but she was last season, so we'll have to see if... I just think she's going to be another skater to watch. And then we have Cheon Kim, who is just like a very efficient skater. She's going to be like the skater that you just check everything off the list. Doesn't really seem like super present on the ice, but she is going to go out and deliver a technically sound program. So I would say overall, it's definitely going to be about Kaori. We're also going to see Maddie Schizas out on the ice.
I was about to say, when are you going to talk about Maddie Schizas and the costume dress that she stole from a local skater on Twitter?
Wait.
Do you guys know about this?
No.
Wait, hold on. Wait.
What? Break it down.
Okay. Admittedly, I don't know all the details of this, but
that's even better storytelling.
Yes,
though.
it is.
So my basic understanding of it, and I'm sure the listeners will be able to fill in some details. But Maddie Schizas, I think, went out to compete at something early in the season.
Okay.
And like Autumn Classic or something, Nepala. I don't know. She went to something early on. And then some girl posted on like Twitter or Instagram basically accusing Maddie of like stealing her costume idea from her and copying her costume that she was competing in at some like local competitions or something.
Okay.
The end.
So,
but
Maddie
it's so
Schizas,
funny.
Thief. Wait, that's incredible.
It's so funny.
That is so funny. Did this
so
local
Maddie
skater
responded
has
to
Maddie
the
responded?
allegations?
I kind of hope she did steal it.
I hope she did
do
too.
too. Are you kidding? Are you kidding me?
Absolutely.
Of course.
And then never respond, never say a word about it.
No, I don't know if she has said anything about it.
What do you say?
The voices are
Right.
in your head.
Like, what would you say? I mean, it's like either you did or you didn't do it, and I think replying either way would be bad.
I mean, if she said I did it, that's so cool.
I love this.
So I'm excited to see that costume.
Oh, me too. I want to see what the local
Yeah.
girls in Calgary are wearing, and we'll
Yeah.
finally get to.
Yeah. So great.
That's incredible. I wasn't going to bring that up because I didn't know about that. But
I was
wow.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm excited for this women's event.
Yeah, it's gonna be
gonna
good.
be a good event. It's like there really is a little bit of something for everyone. Bernice Mate will also be at this event. Love
Yeah,
her
I was
skating.
surprised to see her competing again this season. I feel like I wasn't sure what she was
Yeah,
going to
I
do.
wasn't entirely sure which way it was going to go with her either, but I think that she's a perfect example of if you want to keep on skating and if you are willing to show up and do the training every single day, go off. More power to you.
I think in this event, she's like the people's skater. I think everybody
She really
loves her.
is.
Everybody loves watching her.
She is also the nicest. Like the women's locker room, you don't talk. Like it's just dead quiet, and I would just get bored. And so May and I would just talk. She's so nice.
Yeah.
So she is the people skater. She is my skater. We love her.
Right. And my skater, Star Andrews, I did her short program this year. And she's
It's
from the
Beyonce,
podium last
isn't
year.
it?
Yes. So I'm going to have my eyes
Which
on that.
Beyonce song is it?
She's doing Alien Superstar.
Oh my god.
Her idea, not my
Superstar.
idea.
Yeah.
Superstar with 2 R's, just like Miss Andrews. Which I
Yes,
think
right.
leads us right into Sarah's Ice Dance preview.
Yeah.
Yeah,
hear it.
lots of stars in this event. Most notably, Piper and Paul are making their season debut here. So we haven't seen their programs yet. They're doing a song that I don't know for their rhythm dance. Like Robert Palmer, I think, is the artist name.
Oh, I love that drink.
And then they're doing like
Arnold
music
Palmer's?
from.
Nobody laughed or paid attention to my joke. Sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Yeah, actually, anytime I've made a really dumb mistake, I've been joking.
Okay.
Okay.
Moving on.
Okay. Yes, and they're doing Wuthering Heights music for their free dance. So they were saying they did like a press call last week, and they were saying that they're doing kind of a contrast of like love and hate between the two programs. So I think that could be cool to see.
Interesting.
Yeah, that could be very
I'm
cool.
surprised that
Yeah.
for a team that loves camp, that they're not going like full 80s camp.
Well, I don't know this song. Like it might be full camp.
But that's the thing. Like, I
Addicted
feel like
to
we
Love.
would know
Is
this
that a song we
if-
know? Addicted to Love. Is that a song we know?
It's
from the
something.
80s?
Yeah,
You're addicted to love.
Addicted to love.
Okay,
so
that's
maybe.
what it is. I just didn't know the artist. So
Oh.
thank you for that rendition, both of you.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
You're welcome.
So-
I can't wait for that not to be
the
the music.
So it's pretty likely that they're going to run away with this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just like Maddie Skeezus did with that dress design from the local
Wow.
skater.
That was a really, really good
Tie-in.
work that in there.
Yeah, really good. Really good. And then we're going to see the Rocky program.
Which
Dun,
now
dun,
I'm
dun, dun,
sorry
dun,
to
dun,
say
dun, dun.
I cannot wait.
I'm
Hold on.
excited.
I watched it again before we did this recording.
Mm-hmm.
It's not dancing. Fight
No, it's-
choreography
no.
is not dancing. That is what bothers me about it. It's not even that it's bad. I think it's fun. It's campy, like we talked about earlier,
Mhm.
Yeah,
like, a few
it is
episodes
camp.
ago. It's fun to watch. It's not dancing.
Oh my God, Sarah is a dance purist.
You know
who's
what? It
saying
reminds
so
me-
right here.
Wait,
right now.
do you guys remember the Russian pair team of Natalia Zabiako and Alexander Enbert by any chance?
Yes.
Do you remember when they had a program where they did choreography of a sword fight?
Yes.
That
blocked
is what
this out.
this is like. That is what
But
this
you
is
know
like.
what? We are talking about it years later.
That's true. And you're nobody if you're not talked about.
If you're not sword fighting.
You're nobody if you're
not
sword
sword
fighting.
fighting. That's
If
rule
you're not
number
fighting,
one.
if you are not imitating violence on the ice, are you really skating?
If you haven't stolen a dress idea from a local skater, is it even an idea?
So that I feel like if I'm ballparking this podium, it's pretty likely it goes Piper and Paul and then Lila and Lewis.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then there are
Our favorites.
Yes. So Emilia Zingis and Vadim Kolesnik are in this field. I don't care that much about the rhythm dance, the Michael
No, I
Jackson
don't.
rhythm dance. It's whatever. It's a little whatever to me. But again, like I said about rhythm dances, it's just there's too much direct comparison. It's just too hard to stand out. So whatever. Their free dance is great. I really
Yep.
like it. Beauty and
Me
the
too.
Beast. Tell JP. He's going to love it.
I will. JP,
Adam's husband loves
Beauty and the Beast. Because when Cal Mora skated at Four Continents, he went, "Oh, this is good music." And JP is very famous for going, "Bad music." He's just will walk past the television and go, "Oh, God, bad music." And then when Cal Mora was skating, he went, "Now that's music."
Yeah. He's going to love this program.
We need to bring our husbands onto the pod and just get their unsolicited opinions about things that don't matter in skating that they
Yeah.
are
Yes.
die hard set on.
Yeah.
That
Yeah, I
matters
think
so
that's-
much to them.
I think this is going to be this is an important competition for them because they're going against Ava Pate and Logan Bai.
Mm-hmm.
They are at the same camp, those teams, and I think they both have a chance to be on the U.S. podium this year.
Oh.
And, well, I mean, here's the thing. I don't feel completely confident that Caitlin and John Luke will be at nationals based on the fact that they
just
withdrew from
pulled
their
out,
first
yeah.
Grand Prix already. I just worry about their health in general. I think if they're there, the podium gets a lot harder and further away for these teams. But if they're not, there's a real chance for one of them to be third. I thought Emilia and Vadim should have been third last year.
I love them. I loved their program last year too. Their free dance was fabulous.
Ava and Logan have scored higher this year, but they did different events, and I'm not going to make the mistake I made last week in my Skate America preview, being like, oh, well, the Tashlers have scored the highest, so they're going to get second. I think when you put these programs next to each other, back to back, Emilia and Vadim will outscore them. It's really good. Not that Ava and Logan have bad material, I don't think that, but I actually think they have a fun rhythm dance, but I think Emilia and Vadim will beat them here. And then Wang Shiwei and Liu Xinyu are back from China. They missed like the whole last half of last season because of injury, so I don't care that much about their rhythm dance. It's fine, but I really like their free dance on them. So I think those are probably like the 5 teams to watch the most closely here.
And we will be. And I feel like
we will be.
I feel like this preview has really set us up because I feel like now it's time for the draft picks.
Yes, it is. And Ashley gets first pick as last week's loser, and I will get third pick as last week's winner.
Correct. Meaning I will be taking 4, picking second.
And I will be taking the dress design from a local skater.
That is
in
the best
Vancouver
story I've ever heard in my life.
Watch it be completely wrong, like that I've like gotten all the details wrong and it's wrong and we've just run away with this story. Okay, Ashley, who do you want?
I want Kaori.
I'm going to take Kalmura.
Very confident in Cal.
Well, my husband loves Beauty and the Beast.
He's just staying loyal.
I'm going to take Piper and Paul.
Your approach has paid off. So
we'll see.
That carries over. Wait. I should have been ready. I will take June.
Okay.
A vote of confidence.
No, I tend to really jinx people. So
so good luck, June. I am going to take Deanna and Max.
Ah, duh. That was such a good idea.
That was such a good idea.
That was an inspired idea.
That was Bolero. Okay.
I mean, we'll see if that's inspired because in pairs, the most points you can get is only 8.
I want Rinka Watanabe.
Okay.
I want Lila and Lewis because it's giving camp.
It is.
Oh God, this could go either way. I'm gonna take Star.
I love that for you.
I do too.
I want Matteo Rizzo.
You are a thief.
Well,
you stole a
inspired
dress
by Maddie Schizas.
I don't know who any of these other pair teams are. And I am back in the exact same position I found myself in last week, where I went with the team that I actually knew. God damn
and
it.
they stabbed you in the back. No, they stabbed you in the front.
Yeah, they did. They weren't subtle about it.
No.
Come on, Ash. Who do you want?
Kazuki.
Okay. Dang. Ugh. All right. I'm going to go with Conrad.
Wow, okay. I did not expect that. All right.
Why not? You know what? It's Canada. Like, I'm expecting...
Chaos?
Yes. And I hope it ensues.
I want Lucrezia. Am I saying that name correctly? Lucrezia and Matteo in the pairs event.
Mm-hmm.
Wait.
You've got both Mateos.
Yeah, I do. I'm all in on Italy this week. All
Sarah,
in.
I honestly think I have pregnancy brain, because when you said Matteo Rizzo, I thought you were literally just saying Matteo Guarizzi and you were like leaving it to hang there and you're just like just him. And so like I didn't even hear that you said Rizzo. And so that's why I went on a pairs rant, because I thought you took Kitty cat.
No. But I did now.
It's the baby. They're ruining my life. All right. Let's go. My pears are going to fuck me over once again. Do I want Maddie Skizas?
Yes.
Yeah, because it's Skate Canada.
you
They're
don't.
gonna.
I
Are you
do.
kidding me?
I do.
It's Skate Canada.
Don't
They're
take her.
going to literally elevate her to the heavens.
She's
Maddie
wearing a stolen
Skizas,
dress. She's going to do
welcome to the team. You are screwed because of my luck.
well.
Great. I can't believe you didn't choose Sarah Maud Dupois.
I still haven't seen her skate, so I can't vouch for her.
All right. That means that I'm going to take my last woman, and I'm going to go with Chae-Young Kim.
Damn it! That is who I was going to pick.
Well, you can't now.
Okay. I want Kaya Reuter.
I'm gonna take Letizia and Luis. The
Who?
Germans
Oh.
In pairs?
in Paris.
Yeah.
I think.
Yes.
I'm just reading names at this
Yes.
point.
Adam, your last pick. You need a pair, right?
No, I have Deanna and Max.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
okay.
I'm
You
in
need
it
a
for the
dance
8
team.
points, honey.
Oh, you need a dance team.
Yeah. About that. I'm going to go with Zingis and Kolesnik.
I think that's the right call.
Yeah, I love that pick. Okay, my last man on Team Glenheads is
Dun 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 dun.
that's like the Jeopardy music, but it's
Yeah, but it's
Ashley
Bolero.
doing Bolero.
Dun, 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 not Tosca. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
I would like Mikhail Solevko from Estonia.
Okay.
A big week for Estonia, by the way, at Skate America. Nina Petrokina, the first Estonian medal ever on the Grand Prix in any discipline.
Wow.
Wow. That's incredible. On that note, the draft final the draft
The
final
draft
picks
is
are final.
Tell
The
us
draft
whose
is
team
final.
you're cheering for. The Glenheads, the Maud Dupois, or the Stolen Dress girls from Calgary.
Yes.
The bling ring.
The bling ring. Oh, all right. Let us know. Let the odds may ever be in your favor, everyone. Ashley, you have to make up 10 points. You have to make up 10
Let the odds
points.
may ever be in your favor.
That is a quote from a movie. Exact quote, actually.
All right.
All right,
well,
everybody.
it's
We'll
time
see you
for us
next
to
week.
Take 4 and go. So.
Yeah, we're going to take 4. Enjoy the competition this week. We'll be back next week. We'll see you then. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Da 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 da. The Merry Christmas song.